Hi everyone, it's glam makeup tutorial time. You guys have been asking, and so I am answering. I'm getting ready for tonight's dress rehearsal of Tosca in concert here in Richmond with the Richmond Symphony. And because it's a concert performance, obviously, I have to do my own makeup. So I thought I would talk you guys through that process. So many singers ask me all the time, how do you do your makeup for concerts and auditions? And so here we go. And the other great thing about it is that I started an Amazon storefront today, and you will be able to find all of the things that I use today in that storefront. So if there's something that you see that you like and you want to use, you can head there to the link in my bio and you can find all the things. So to get started, I'm just going to clip my bangs out of my face. I already have my base on and I've already done my skin prep. So what does that mean? Last night I did one of these wonderful bio-collagen vitality masks. If you have never tried a hydration or collagen mask, try one. It is amazing and your skin will feel like, it will feel so tight and glassy and wonderful. You'll be so happy. And it helps with wrinkles for those of us who are, getting a little older. So I started with this last night. Then this morning, I put on my little eye patches, my silicone eye patches. My favorite are Wrinkle Schminkles. I don't know if you guys know about Wrinkle Schminkles, but I just put the little eye patches right here underneath my eyes to get rid of any fine lines. And I just leave them on for a couple of hours in the morning. Then before I put on my base, I use the MAC primer, of course. We got to use Prep and Prime. You can also use a lotion or moisturizer. And then, because I am getting a little bit older, here is my secret weapon. This is, don't laugh, really don't laugh. This is Mary Kay Deep Wrinkle Filler. Don't laugh, because it's Mary Kay. It is amazing. Okay, you guys always ask me, how do you look so young? Deep wrinkle filler, not kidding. So I put it here, I put it on my forehead, I put it around my mouth here, and it helps to smooth out any fine lines, any creases, anything like that before you put your base on. Then I put my base on, which is MAC Studio Fix. I always use MAC Studio Fix because it doesn't move anywhere. And I always apply my foundation with a sponge. You can use a foundation brush, of course, but I like to use a sponge. So now I'm at the point where we're going to concealer. And this was something I really wanted to show you guys because a lot of people don't know where and how to apply concealer. So it looks more like highlighter than concealer, okay? So basically, we're going for the places where the sun would hit or where you want to open the face on stage, okay? I have to conceal down here a little bit. I have a little dark spots, but that's okay. We'll just get that really quick. So I'm gonna conceal any spots, obviously, and I use the round side of my blender to conceal that. Then for my actual concealer for my under eyes, we're going for this sort of triangle from the tear duct and down the face. This is where, if you got shine from the sun, if you got brightener from the sun, this is where the sun would hit you. So this is where we want to conceal and brighten in the face. So you can also find products that are called brighteners. I mean, look at how much that opened up already my eye. Then I also go on the eyebrow bone as well, just to open up the face, because again, you're on stage, you're under light, so we want to really open up the face and the eye. Look at how different already that looks. So again, you want to go under the eye and then sort of down in this triangle shape down the cheek, okay? Right underneath the lid. And you can sort of rub it in. Hi guys, thanks so much for joining me. If you have any questions as we go, don't be afraid, please ask. So this is highlighting, again, underneath the eyelid here, getting any fine lines, any wrinkles, any dark spots, any bags, anything like that. Maybe you had too many wines, you can cover that up. And this is the MAC Studio Fix Concealer, which again, it doesn't go anywhere, but it also doesn't look super heavy either. So you're not going to look like you're wearing like a ton of makeup. It's just going to look like everything's sort of like, hello, which now it looks like, yeah? I also like to take any excess and just sort of go down the middle of my nose, just so that my nose has like a little bit of definition. So when I contour, it has a highlight in the middle of it. All right. So that's literally all you have to do to conceal. And you already can see like my eyes are more open. You can see that my face is a little bit brighter and the light is really hitting it. All right. So that's the concealer phase. You can do that with a foundation brush if you want to, but I prefer the blender sponge. Make sure you wash your blender sponges and make sure you wash your foundation brushes, because a lot of bacteria can build up on there and you can end up like giving yourself pimples when you're trying to cover up your pimples. So make sure you wash your brushes. And then next is Studio Fix foundation powder mixture. I love this product. I literally have them in every purse that I own. I go first with their little like spongy pad under the eye and over that concealer, just so that I'm not like moving that around, and also over the eye on the eyebrow and in the middle of the forehead. Then I take a brush, like a powder brush, blush brush with very like thin, very fine bristles, like very flexible. And I just lightly put this over top of all of the foundation. Again, it's not gonna move anywhere. And if you sweat, it's literally not going to fall off of your face, which I love because I sweat a lot. You can ask any of my makeup artists around the world. They're always like, oh, Jen, we really have to fix it after Act 2. Yes, we do, because I've got like mascara running everywhere, everything running everywhere. You notice I'm doing my underneath my chin and my neck. I don't know about you guys, but my neck is a different color than my face because I always wear SPF. So my face is always lighter than my neck and my chest are. So I always make sure that I blend the neck and the face together so it doesn't look like I've got like a line from here to here, okay? All right, so we're all powdered, we're ready to go. On to next, the contour phase. And when you're going to go on stage, or when you're going to have an audition that's on a stage, you really do want to use a little bit of contour because we want to see the features of your face, right? And that's really what contour is going to do. Contour is going to go under the places that we highlighted. So under that triangle here, on the outsides of the highlight that we made here and here, and then of course underneath the jaw, because who doesn't want to have like a snatched jawline when they're on stage? So I use this amazing MAC contour palette. This is, you can tell I use it a lot. This is a fantastic product and totally, I think it's like $35. It's really worth it. But I use, obviously you can see, I use a mixture of these two darker browns. It's a good color for my skin tone. And I take a brush, and first I like to outline underneath the cheekbone. So I'll take the brush and I'll sort of like scrunch it together. And I make my little kissy face, and I just go underneath the cheekbone and make a nice little outline. I'm gonna blend it in a second, but first I wanna make the outline of the cheekbone. Some makeup artists will tell you to put the contour on the bone. I disagree. I think you should put the contour under the bone and then blend up to the bone, because contour really is going underneath your highlight. Look, you can already see it's making my face have more definition. So I put the contour under the bone, and then when I blend it, which I'll do in just a second, I blend up to the bone. That way it looks more natural. Then I also will contour, remember how I put the concealer here in the middle of my forehead? I also will contour these little spots on the top of my forehead here, just because it makes a little bit more contour of my face, a little bit more definition in my features on stage, because usually we're top lit or front lit on stage. And that light can be very bright and it can cause everything to sort of morph into one color, you know, it sort of washes you out. So you have to make sure that you have some definition on your face so that you don't look just like a face blob of one color, okay? So I take a little bit more of that contour, and now I'm gonna basically go in small circles, and I'm gonna move that contour up to the bone. So rather than pulling it down, I'm going from the underside and moving it up to the bone. And you can already see how different my face looks, yeah? From under, and in small circles, small circles going upward, I don't know, there's like a Mary Kay thing that I learned when I was younger. Like, we don't apply product or makeup pulling down because like life pulls down on our face anyway, so we always go upward. So I always apply makeup in an upward, like little circular motion. So again, you can see from under the bone, and we're making little circles going up to blend. Same thing on the chin and the jaw, from under it, and we're blending onto, in small circles, onto the bone. Just like that. Now remember, I'm going on a stage tonight, so if this seems heavy for you, totally fine. This is for a stage, okay? This is for if you have an audition on stage, if you're doing like a finals of a competition on stage, you have a concert you have to do, an oratorio, something like that. This is the contour for that situation. See? Nice and snatched under the cheek, blended upward, so it's very natural. And when we put the blush on, you'll barely notice that's there. All right? Blowing the excess away. Now we're gonna highlight, again, just on top of that contour that we just did. So you can either use the highlighter here in this kit, or if you wanna go a little extra, this is the MAC Mineralize, very, very pretty skin finish highlighter. Love this stuff. Just take a little bit of it and just right on the bone, give yourself a little swoop upward with that beautiful skin finish. It's a little sparkly. Oh, there you can see it. So nice, so pretty. And I also go like above the jaw contour, and I like to go in the middle of the forehead. Cool? Good. So that's the contour. Super easy, right? Apply under the bone, blend into the bone and up rather than pulling down. And you can use, I mean, again, if you don't want to use this shiny one, that's totally fine. Just use the matte light highlighter in the contour kit. It's amazing. Okay, now to my favorite part of the face, which is the eyebrow. I love an eyebrow. I think eyebrows make the whole face, and I think eyebrows frame the whole face. So, first things first. This is eyebrow fiber gel. You can see my eyebrows do not fill in all the places evenly. I don't know why. I've just always been like that. So I use this gel, and I'll show you the difference between the two eyebrows when I get done with this. It looks like a mascara wand, and you want to just like scrape off the excess so you don't get it all gloopy. From the bottom, pull up. Look at how different in 2 seconds my eyebrows look when I fill it in, with this gel, and I go all the way down. How crazy is that? Look at the difference between that eye and that eye. This looks so much more even. The brow, it looks like I actually have a full eyebrow, and one that goes, oh, don't worry about my mistake there on the top. We're gonna cover that up in a minute. All right, so I'm gonna do the other eyebrow now. This is I love eyebrows, I really do. And they really should go from tear duct to tear duct. So if you have eyebrows that already go tear duct to tear duct, boy, are you lucky, lucky, lucky. Especially if they're nice and like full, you're so lucky. But mine only go to a certain point right there. They don't go the rest of the way. So I have to fill them in. So I have a little trick for that. Yeah, look at how different my eyebrows are now with this fiber gel. It's crazy. So I have a little trick for filling in your eyebrows. A lot of people use just a regular eyebrow pencil, and that's fine. And that will definitely like fill in these spots here. And you know, you can lengthen your eyebrow down, but it only looks like makeup. It only looks like one color, one dimension. You're just like using it to fill in. See how that eyebrow gel sort of makes the eyebrows look piecey, and you can really see that there's like hair there? I learned from a makeup artist to use liquid eyeliner to fill in the rest of your eyebrow. This is genius. So this is the MAC Brushstroke 24-hour eyeliner. It's a gel eyeliner, and this is Brushstroke Brown because I'm a brunette. They have lots and lots of colors. But watch what happens when I go. I'm like making extra, oops, that's a mistake, I'll fix that. Making little extra hairs. And on stage, you would never be able to tell that those are not my eyebrows. How amazing is that? Sorry for my little mistake there. I'm like trying to do this in my my iPhone screen. Wait, I can probably get that off. Let's see. Well, I'll get it off in a minute. Anyway, so look, I can fill in this little spot here that doesn't grow. Just small little swoops of that eyeliner. I'm not kidding you. It works so well, and I just fill in the spots that aren't even, and it looks exactly the same as the rest of the eyebrow. Isn't that crazy? A wonderful makeup artist taught me that. And I just fill in the top, and now I have beautiful, full, fantastic eyebrows. I love an eyebrow on stage. So then I like to line my eyebrows. So that's why I said, don't worry about my mistake, because I'll fix it in a minute. This is, what do they call this? This is a paint pot. This is a MAC paint pot. And I use these paint pots to basically line underneath my eyebrows so that they're even a little bit more pronounced on stage. So this is soft ochre, and it's just like a little ochre, or something like that. Anyways, it matches my skin tone really well. I just take a thin kind of angled brush and I go right underneath the eyebrow with it, just sort of defining underneath the eyebrow. And if you want to like be really fancy, you could do the top too. But that just gets my eyebrow lined and defined. And I'm gonna do the other side. And you just want to stay close to, and that's why I said this is gonna fix this little mistake over here. Whoop, bye-bye. No more mistake. There we go. And if you get a little too much like that, you can just blend it down with your finger. You're gonna cover it up anyways with eyeshadow. There we go. Yeah, so now my eyebrows are nice and defined, and I can go to my eyes. Super easy, right? So far, so fast. Let's do a nice smoky eye, shall we? I love a smoky eye on stage. I love a smoky eye for an audition. The biggest thing about a smoky eye is you have to build it. You have to go light first, and then you can go to dark. Because if you go all dark, it's very hard to undo the dark. It's much easier to build dark onto light. So basically what I'm gonna show you is my everyday eye, and then I'm gonna turn that everyday eye into a smoky eye, all right? So first, I have this amazing MAC fancy, it's called All the Riches shadow palette. And it's literally like all sparkly colors, and I love it. So I'm just gonna take a nice like light sparkle. I'm gonna cover up that, I'm gonna cover up that paint pot there. I'm gonna cover up the whole lid, and I'm gonna come all the way down onto the eyelid. Again, we're going in small strokes, teeny tiny little movements. You don't wanna go, you don't wanna sweep like that because it's not gonna really cover as well as you want it to. If you need to blend, you can use your finger. And again, just small strokes, covering up that paint pot that we put up there to highlight the eyebrow, and just bring it all the way down onto the lid and bring it down onto the eyelid. Bloop, 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 bloop. Again, little tiny strokes because you want to cover everything. If you go like this, you risk getting too much in one area, and then you have to like reblend it. So short strokes. And when I do my actual eye, I'll show you short circular strokes really work the best. All right, so that's like the prime color, the base color, okay? For my everyday look, I always start with brown. And when I do a smoky eye, I also always start with brown because it's really easy to add gray or black on top of brown. So MAC has this amazing Cabin Fever palette that's all browns. Mine is a mess. Should I even show you it? It's a disaster because I use it every day. But I'm just gonna take a light brown, start in the crease of the eye, again, under the bone, all right? So this right here, that's my brow bone. I'm gonna start under the bone, and then I'm gonna blend onto the bone, okay? So I just put a little bit here in the corner and I extend it out, and then I take my finger, I know, super amazing of me, and I'm just gonna blend that onto the bone, okay? Don't go any higher than the bone because then it looks funky, but stay under and on your brow bone, wherever your particular brow bone may be. And it's pretty easy to find. So if you go here at the crease of your eye, the brow bone is just like a one brush head basically up, all right? So again, I'm starting with a lighter color, going in the corner, finding the brow bone, going under the brow bone, going in small circular strokes, to get a light brown color underneath. All right. And if this were a regular everyday, I would probably stop here, put a little bit of like darker sparkle on top of it, and then put a corner color and then be done. Because I just wear like a brown with like a little bit of lighter color here in the corner, and that's it. But since we're going for smoky eye, I'm going to show you two versions. So this is like your base brown for a smoky eye. All right. Yes, I know smoky eye is gray and black, but I promise you if you start with brown, it's so much easier to do. So I'm going to roll back over to that amazing gold palette, and I'm going to go with this kind of darker sparkly brown to show you a brown smoky eye first. All right. So I just take literally a little bit in the crease and go a little down and in a circle. See how I'm going like loop, 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 a little circle from the crease up and over and around into the center. And we're going kind of on the lid, on the outside, under the brow bone. And then I like to smooth out the edge, all right? So this is a brown smoky eye. And if you're doing like a gold dress, if you're doing a bronze dress, a white dress, you can go with a brown smoky eye and it looks amazing on stage. And I'll show you the under eye too. Okay, so this would be the brown base for smoky eye. Then I would also go under the lid on the bottom, give it a little bit of eyeshadow, just touch the tip of your brush into your brown, and right there, very close to the tear line in the eyelashes. All right, this would be a brown smoky eye, and I would put a lighter color in here. Actually, I'll do that so I can show you guys, because I'll probably use it for the darker smoky eye anyways. So I would just go with a lighter color inside like that. Blend it into the corner so it opens up the eyeball. You don't want any dark colors on the inside of the eye because the lighter color is gonna open up the eye, and a darker color is gonna draw the eye more closed on stage with stage lights. All right, so if you wanted to do a brown smoky eye and stop here, you could stop here, do your eyeliner, poof, we're done. But I'm gonna go to the full-blown smoky eye on top of this brown, okay? And this is how I would do a smoky eye anytime. I would do the brown first, and then I would go to the black and the gray. This is, what is this? Smoky Tones. Yeah, Smoky Tones palette, okay? This one also is super beautiful. I love this sparkly dark one, but I'm gonna use a combination of this one and this one, which is like a kind of a dark gray and like a more of a brown gray, a taupe maybe. And what I'm gonna do is just mix them together, like tap, 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 tap. I'm gonna go in the same exact place, start in the corner, little tiny, tiny, tiny strokes. And I'm gonna get actually into the whole corner this time since I'm doing a full-blown smoky eye. And again, we're staying under that brow bone, all right? Ooh, fancy. Then take your finger and in little tiny circles, blend that onto the brow bone, all right? So stay under when you're putting it on though. Just like when you do your contour on your face, stay under the bone and then blend upward. So this would be a darker smoky eye. You could go even darker than this if you wanted to. I could add even like a little bit of this black here. I could go right in the corner with this black and just stay right in the crease with it, even to make it even more dramatic. But again, notice I'm leaving the inside open. I'm leaving that open because I'm gonna put lighter color in there so that the smoky eye doesn't draw my eye closed, but rather opens my eye, all right? So I'm gonna try the other side, bloop, 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 back and forth, back and forth. Again, starting in the corner, going in the crease, little tiny strokes and little tiny circles, circle, 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 circle. Looks good. And then I'm gonna blend it again onto the brow bone. Stay under the brow bone and then blend onto. See how that brown that's underneath is making like such a dynamic color, and it doesn't look like it's just like poof, black, right? That's not what you want. You don't want black. You want like a good amount of blend in your color so that it doesn't look like you just like swiped on a bunch of black eyeliner or eyeshadow to make a smoky eye. Okay, so now that we've got the smoke part of the eye done, we're gonna do the light part of it. So again, I'm gonna take a tiny bit of my black eyeshadow and go under the eye, right in the eyelashes, basically, just to complete that smoky eye look. And then I'm going to go back to my little sparkly palette over here, and I'm going to get the inside of the eye. So I like to use two sparkles when I do, or two sparkly shadows when I do a smoky eye. I'm going to use this gray one here in the middle of the lid, like this. And then the middle of the lid over here. Again, just for dimension, just to keep the eyeballs open on stage. And then I'm going to do the nice light one, again, in the corner. So to keep the eye open, we're going to keep this on the corner of the lid and then down into the tear duct. Again, corner of the lid and down into the tear duct. That way the eyes stay open and we don't get any closed eyes on stage where you can't see any expression. Okay, so that's the shadow part of the smoky eye. Now let's do the liner. My favorite liner is the same one that I use to make the definition of my eyebrows. Isn't that amazing what that the eyeliner does to my eyebrows? My little secret. So this is that same 24-hour liquid liner by MAC again, and I'm just gonna go right across the eyelash line again. And I like a little wing, so I'm gonna wing it out just a little bit on the outside. Kind of helps fill in your mascara if you have just like a little wing. Don't go too far into the corner with your eyeliner because again, we still want to keep the eye open, yeah? I'll do the other side. So like stay on your lashes, stay where your lashes are. And then when you wing it, you can wing it out to the side. Bloop. And come on, it's hard to do it in this Instagram camera, isn't it? Okay, so there's the top liner. Now, in a smoky eye, that guy's not even. Let's get him even. Okay, in a smoky eye, I like to put a little liner on the bottom too, but I put it on the inside, so I'm going to put it on the tear line. Okay, so basically like open your eyes really wide like a cray, and you're going to put this black, this is, what is this called? Gel eyeliner pen. Okay, and you're gonna put this on the inside of the liner, and this I am gonna go all the way in because it's gonna be very dynamic on the bottom. Look at that, look at the difference. See how much more open? Again, we're going on the bottom, like right into the lashes, on the tear line, on the bottom lid. And if you wanted to, you could also take your eyelash or your eyebrow brush and you could blend that into the shadow that's there if you want it to be a little even more dramatic, like that. I wouldn't do this tear line trick on the top because we want to keep the eyes, again, open on stage. Okay, so now it's time for lashes. If I was doing a performance, I would use some wonderful fake lashes. I don't know if you guys have ever tried it, but the magnetic Moxie lashes are amazing. Literally, you put on the black magnetic eyeliner instead of this eyeliner, you use a different eyeliner, and you bloop, stick the lashes onto the eyeliner. It's incredible. I also love MAC's big dramatic lashes. So tomorrow when I do the show, I'll put lashes on. But for the purposes of this live, I'm gonna use my mascara trick. I use two mascaras. The first mascara is called MAC Stack, and that's the one I use first. I put it on the bottom because it has this really defined brush. You see how the bristles are like kind of big and kind of sticky? I don't know any other way to describe it. The brush is really defined, and so what it does is it gets your lashes really spread out and like full right on the bottom, so you don't get any of those spidery lashes when you add on multiple coats. At least I'm not opening my mouth like a weirdo. You know how we all put on mascara and we're like, ooh. All right, so again, I'm gonna start with the MAC Stack on the bottom, all the way over. And what's great about this is it's got these little bristles on the tip, so you can really get it like into the corner lashes as well and get it all the way over. Then I'm gonna let this dry just a little bit, like a minute and a half. And then I'm gonna add a second coat and then a different mascara that does a completely different thing. So while we're doing that, I will do the blush. So we did the contour, we did the highlighter. I always do blush after eyebrow because I want to see like how dark my my eye comes out to be. And then I will choose which brush I want to do. So today I think I'm going with, this is Peach Twist, which is a nice kind of neutral color. And I'm gonna make a smile, find the cherry, or the apple of your cheek, and go little circles right on that apple or cherry, and move it up the cheekbone just a little bit. Again, right on the apple of the cheek in little circles, and then blend it upward, again upward in circles, not down, back. So I save this always for last because my lashes need like a little bit of time to dry in between coats. You don't want to like start piling on mascara because it's just going to get clumpy and your lashes are going to look weird. So this mascara, what is this called? It's the best mascara. Oh my God, I can't read, I'm so old. In Extreme Dimension 3D Black Lash Mascara. This is miracle. This it looks like you're wearing fake lashes. So I do the Max Stack first, and then I do this second. Look at how big it makes the lashes. Massive. You don't even need a fake lash unless you sweat like me. Look at how different from one side to the other. So the first one is basically like a base layer of mascara. And this one, this Extreme Dimension, this fills everything out and really does look like lashes. It's crazy. I love it. So I'm gonna put one coat of this on, just make sure everybody thinks it's fanned out into the middle. Yep. So I'm gonna put one coat of this on. Again, I'm gonna let it dry for just a second while I line my lip. So I'm using just like a MAC lip liner. I can't even tell what this is called. What is this one called? Oh, Devilish. All right, so I'm going with, so when I do a smoky eye, I always go with a lighter lip, okay? Darker eye, lighter lip. Bigger lip, like a red lip, lighter eye, more brown eye. So I put this, again, you want to stay kind of under the lip, on the lower side of it, and on the top, kind of above the actual lip. And I have some lip gloss on here because it's really cold in Richmond and my lips are super chapped. All right, so I'm kind of lining on the top of the lip. Okay. Then I'm going to go with a lighter lipstick. What is this one? Oh my God, I can't read. Ooh, Creme de Nude. Creme de Nude. So I'm going with a lighter lip. So nice. Notice, this lighter lip with the darker eye is just, it looks so good. And then with gloss in the middle, Boy Bait. I love this one. This is my favorite, Boy Bait. And I just take this gloss and put it right in the middle. So you get a really nice plumpy lip. And then I do this on each side on the top. And then when you're done with that, your lashes are dry enough to add your third layer. And I'm going back to the MAC Stack mascara because that, again, is going to open those lashes up even a little bit more. Give me a little more definition on the sides. Ugh, look how nice those look. So pretty. Nice and open. Get those eyeballs open. And make sure you're pulling upwards on your lashes. Don't pull downward because they're going to look funky. I don't curl my lashes. If you want to curl your lashes, that would be something you do before, but I don't curl. So then this MAC Stack, I also do on the bottom just because in a smoky eye, I think you should have mascara on the bottom lashes. Why not, right? This is where I do always go, ooh, like make my mouth do funny things. Okay, so there we go. There's the concert smoky eye look. I'm gonna now like go do my hair, but how beautiful is that? It looks fantastic. So you've got your smoky eye, and remember we built it from the brown into the black. You've got your mascara, you've got all the things. And even with me talking, this only took 25 minutes. So yes, it takes a little longer than an everyday 5-minute face, but it looks amazing. And you can do this for any audition. Again, if you don't want to go full-blown smoky eye, stop at the brown. Like stop at the brown, and then you can do your mascara and your, your liner and all that stuff. If you do a lighter eye, you could go with a darker lip. But like, I'm very happy with the way that my smoky eye came out today. So this is my glam makeup look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Again, all of the products that I used today are available on my Amazon Marketplace if you want to check them out. I mean, I feel like everyone should have the eyebrow, the eyebrow pencil. or really the eyeliner for the eyebrow. It just is, it looks fantastic. And I just, thank you guys so much for asking about a makeup tutorial. This was super fun. I hope it's really helpful, and I'll post this for you guys to watch later. Thanks so much, everybody. Toi, toi, toi for tonight's dress rehearsal, and toi, toi, toi to all of you around the world if you have performances this weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye.